Hello everybody, this is Toysareruss, and for this third party figure review we're going to be looking at the Transart. This is BWM 08 and this is Metal Spider Queen. So we're going to have a look at her in both of her modes. Help you decide how you want to display her. Now unfortunately I don't have any of the original Transmetals figures at all, but what I've got of course is a Black Arachnia there from one of the 4-pack sets, and I've also got a Tarantulas here in the alternate mode. Now the reason why I've got this one in the alternate mode and not Black Arachnia is because this one's just that bit bigger, to give you an idea of the scale and size of this figure. So before we get started, I need to remind anybody who's not subscribed to the channel to hit that subscribe button for me now please, because it really will help me out. And the other is to thank Show Z, because that's where this came from, and as you can see they got it to me nice, quickly and safely. Right, let's have a look at the packaging first then, because the packaging is beautiful and I really like the way that I think most third-party companies, to be fair, in fact all companies now, they seem to take a lot of effort, which I think they should, on the packaging, which is such a shame when people just, you know, throw them in the bin. So hopefully you can tell that this is metallic writing, well, reflective rather than a piece of metal. There you go. And if you're wondering the reason why she's not called Black Arachnia and the reason why it's not anything to do with, you know, Beast Wars or anything, it's because it's third party, so it's not licensed by Hasbro or Takara, so they can't use any of the proper names. So there we go. If we have a look on the back, you can see there some funny artwork. This is way better. That looks brilliant, and she comes packaged in a clamshell like so, with a load of accessories, which funnily enough I have attached all of them. She also comes with a brilliant display stand here, which is, you know, quite robust. There's a big metal weight in there you can put in, even though it looks like one of them chocolate coins at Christmas. It's not, it's just a solid piece of steel. She also comes with a collector's card, which again is beautiful, and also these instructions, which is going to lead on to the, I suppose, negative part that I'm going to start off with. So that is the transformation process, but I'm going to be uploading the reverse part because you've got the robot to alternate mode on this, so I'll upload the other one for you. And also that comes with this bit of an instructional card, which is where I'm going to come into, I suppose, the only negative regarding this. You can see there it says caution about damaging this clip under here. Now I've got to confess, first and foremost, let's have a look at her, because she looks beautiful. The paint scheme, the color scheme, the reflective chrome in the figure is just sensational. It really is. And as I say, this is a character that I don't know too much about. As I've already said, I don't know anything about Transmetals, but again, I've said on this channel I'm going to start broadening my horizons and learning more and more about said figures. And again, just look at it, it's stunning. Now that is, apart from it's a bust, it literally is a bust. This does fit under there. Now this is where I'm going to come to a slight negative, and it could just be me and the fact that I'm unwilling to apply too much pressure because I don't want to break it, because also I'm never going to be displaying it in this particular mode anyway. Yes, she looks fantastic, but she looks way better of course in the robot mode. And again, it could just be me guys, but I'm just going to say the truth. This should, and you can see there, it should tab into there and it should cover up all this. I say should, it's covered up pretty much most of it really well, but there's just something, and again I don't want to put too much pressure, especially with it being third party. Sometimes they break relatively easy, so that's the only sort of negative. I've seen pictures, I've seen I quickly had a quick look at a couple of other people's things and thoughts on this, and funny enough I can pop that on there like so, and they managed to get it closed up. In the pictures and the images that I've seen of course on Show Z, they've got it all compressed and closed in perfect. But me, if I put that on, it makes it even worse, so I'm just going to take it off for now. Yeah, exactly that reason. So that's the only negative. But however, you know, if I play with this a little bit more, if I do it a little, if I transform it, you know, to and from, it might ease off. But I'm just being completely honest for the purpose of the video. The articulation on it is fantastic. Ball and sockets there, hinges at the knees as well, so you've got articulation on this whole hinge, ball and sockets all the way around there, hinges on the knees as well. The toes are completely, that's all molded, and then you can also move this around as well. And if you wanted to, it would be sort of mistransforming him, or take it, or sorry, her, mistransforming her. You can pull these around and give yourself a little bit more movement. But there you go. So that's not really that negative. Even if you wanted to display it and you're like me and you can't get it all the way closed, you can't really tell. I mean, you really can't tell. So it's not all negative, shall we say. Right, the reason why I've got Tarantulas is because it's bigger than Black Arachnia. And just to give you an idea, I suppose this would be classed as, would it be classed? I don't think it'd be lead. It would definitely be what I would class, I suppose, as Voyager class size, because of the size of it. There must be some die cast on here, but I think it's in the robot mode. This is plastic, and all of these are plastic. So it's probably down to the hinges and everything inside. As I say, the only tiny negative thing is exactly what I've just said, the fact that at the moment I can't get it to close very well. Very quickly, just some ideas of scale and size with some other figures. That's basically just a Generation 1 cab, but obviously it's the blue original. That, funnily enough, is a giant Voyager class figure, so nowhere near as big as that. And I know obviously these aren't the Beast Wars figures, but it's just again to give you an idea, I suppose, of some scale and of some size. That could be a bit funny, but it wouldn't be Jurassic Park, it'd be something else. So yeah, much bigger than a deluxe. Probably looking at, if we're talking mainline sizes, we're probably talking Voyager class. But there we go, guys. There's not much more to say about her in this mode. Let's have a look at her with all her abundance of accessories in the robot mode. So we're back, and she's in a robot mode, and this is, I suppose, as basic as she's going to be. I've pretty much took all of the accessories off her now. These do come attached. This is literally the bust, but it's magnetic, you can see there, and this will go there no problem. But the reason why I've showed you with it off is because if it comes off in the packaging, that's just how you attach it, no problem whatsoever. And then, as I say, you've got this part here, which will double up as one of your weapons. As I say, this was the head, which you can see there, which it looks quite good, to be fair, but of course you can use it in an accessory pretty much looking like that, to be fair, how they've done it with Black Arachne. So that's pretty cool. You can pop that as an accessory as well. But also the huge kibble at the back. Now I think she looks, to be honest, quite a bit better without it all. It's entirely up to you, but then you've just got this massive spider's back, which, you know, it does look good, and it's just as simple as this, to be fair. You've got a choice, you can have it together, and then you've got these two tabs here on the back. Now this, I would imagine, is going to make her quite difficult to stand up. I think you can put that down as well, to be fair, but I'm just going to attach this here. I'm just about to tempt huge amounts of fate here. Now it probably won't stand up at all with this on the back, and that's of course why the stand would be there. Now again, I've checked some of the pictures out on Show Z, and sometimes they've got this flared open, which it will do, like so. And then the problem with all this is, and this is another reason why I'm not a huge fan of the Beast Wars figures, is because there's loads of limbs and everything everywhere, which I know is a terrible excuse, to be honest. But there you go, I've surprised myself, and I'm really pleased that I was able to do that, just to show you how she does balance, because I was very worried with all this on the back, thinking she's not going to balance, she's not going to stay up at all. You can also, I think, as well, can you tuck this under here? I'll have a double check in a second. Of course, with the hands as well, you can bring these forward as well, like so. It's up to yourself. She is incredibly articulate. The head has a neck which will lift up and down. You can spin the head all the way around. You can see that that pops off all the time. It's just typical, it's that part as well. That's not a waist rotation, it's a chest rotation, but it does mean you can spin the entirety of the torso all the way around. The legs are on really squeaky, I suppose they're not ratchets, but I'm not sure what they are, but you can kick them all the way forward, all the way back, twist them at the thigh, bend at the knee, spin at the knee, twist at the ankle, tilt at the ankle, fold everything all over. I mean, this is a super articulated figure. Same with the shoulders, they'll do the same. There's a spin at the top of the shoulder, there's a bicep, there's a spin at the bicep, there's the wrist, there's everything. It's super articulate, and as I say, for the people who loves these figures, they are not going to be disappointed at all with this, because she does look incredible. Like I said in the first part, you know, it's definitely going to be displayed in the robot mode. There she is next to a normal deluxe size Black Arachne, and that's a normal. Oh, there's too many limbs going on here now. Too many limbs going on to get it to balance. No, managed to get it. Tarantulas from Legacy. So yeah, she's a lot bigger than that. She does look really good. I love the sort of chromy, well, the transmetal appearance of it, which to me growing up, even though I said I didn't have these, I loved the chrome on the original figures, which is what I think just makes them look that little bit better. You know, you see what I mean there about the grill and everything, just bits of chrome just make it look, was its proper name Metal or something. I think it's got a proper name now. But also, she's balancing absolutely fine without the use of the stand at all. So you can do some really dynamic poses, pop it around the waist, etc., and have her looking like she's flying, etc. Or again, you can just do exactly what I had at the beginning. You can take this off, he says, and straight away I've knocked that off. It is a good job that it is magnetic, and it is a good job that it just reattaches like so, and as simple as that. Right, and the neck does come up, but that is for transformation, by the way, but you could do it if you wanted to, give her a bit of a Medusa maybe working. But there you go, there isn't really much more to say about her apart from the fact that I'm really impressed with the colour scheme, the paint apps. I would imagine that you might chip it, so maybe be careful with that. But otherwise, I think that's pretty much all there is to say. Let me know what you think in the comments. Take care.